Amidst political division, there is a surprising consensus emerging in the halls of Congress. Rebuilding America's industrial might is a rare point of unity. Both Democrats and Republicans recognize the importance of revitalizing our manufacturing sector. Both parties envision shuttered factories roaring back to life, driven by economic hope and national security concerns. The reopening of these factories symbolizes a return to American self-reliance and strength. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted America's reliance on foreign goods, sparking bipartisan support for domestic production. Empty shelves and supply chain disruptions made it clear that we need to produce more at home. Presidents Trump and Biden, despite differing methods, aimed to reverse industrial decline and restore U.S. manufacturing. Their policies, though varied, share a common goal: to bring jobs back to American soil. This effort is about more than economics. It's about national pride and innovation. Revitalizing factories means rekindling the spirit of American ingenuity and craftsmanship. Investing in factories means investing in America's future, ensuring new technologies are developed at home. It's about creating a sustainable and competitive edge in the global market. The combination of economic promise and patriotic nostalgia makes reindustrialization a key political goal. It resonates with voters who long for the days when American factories were the envy of the world. The dream is to restore Made in the USA as a global standard of quality. By investing in our factories, we aim to make this dream a reality, ensuring that American-made products are once again synonymous with excellence. The push to revive American manufacturing is more than just a political talking point. It's a response to a deep-seated economic and cultural shift. This movement responds to a long decline that has left many communities struggling. Manufacturing employment peaked nearly a century ago, with a consistent downward trend since. Back then, factories were the lifeblood of American towns, providing stable jobs and fostering a sense of community. In the 1960s, manufacturing was a titan, accounting for a quarter of GDP. It was an era when American-made products were synonymous with quality and innovation. By the 1990s, it fell to 15%, and today, it's just over 10%. This decline wasn't just a number, it represented lost jobs, shuttered factories, and communities in distress. The decline in manufacturing jobs is stark, with only 8% of U.S. jobs in the sector today. This shift has had profound implications for the American workforce. Automation and globalization are key drivers of this decline. Machines and robots have replaced many manual jobs, while global trade has moved production to countries with cheaper labor. Factories today produce more with fewer workers, and global trade has shifted much of the production overseas. This has created a perfect storm that hollowed out America's industrial base. Leaving behind empty factories and decommissioned machinery. The challenge is immense, as reversing this trend requires more than policy changes. It demands a comprehensive strategy that includes education, innovation, and investment in new technologies. The decline reshaped the economy and society, making reindustrialization a daunting task. Entire regions have been economically devastated, and the social fabric has been torn apart. The focus is on creating a sustainable path forward, not just reviving the past. This means investing in green technologies and renewable energy to build a resilient and future-proof manufacturing sector. Policymakers must address these structural issues to succeed. Only by tackling the root causes can we hope to rebuild a robust and sustainable manufacturing base in America. China's rise as a manufacturing giant fuels America's reindustrialization push. Over the past few decades, China has transformed itself into the world's factory, producing everything from electronics to textiles at an unprecedented scale. China produces 35% of global manufacturing output, reshaping supply chains. This massive output has allowed China to dominate various industries, making it a critical player in the global economy. This dominance creates economic and national security concerns in the U.S. American businesses and policymakers worry about the implications of relying so heavily on a single country for essential goods. The pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in relying on China for critical goods. When supply chains were disrupted, it became clear how dependent the U.S. had become on Chinese manufacturing. Washington fears Beijing could weaponize supply chains in conflicts. The potential for supply chain disruptions to be used as a geopolitical tool is a growing concern. The U.S. aims to reduce dependence by bringing production home or to allies. This strategy, known as reshoring, is seen as a way to mitigate risks and strengthen economic security. Competing with China's manufacturing ecosystem is a monumental task. China's well-established infrastructure and economies of scale present significant challenges for other countries trying to match its capabilities. China has a highly integrated network of suppliers and skilled workforce. This integration allows for efficient production processes and quick turnaround times, giving China a competitive edge. American policymakers must replicate this complex system to succeed. Building a similar network in the U.S. will require significant investment and strategic planning. The goal is to ensure economic and military well-being isn't at foreign whims. By securing domestic production capabilities, the U.S. aims to protect its interests and maintain stability. The challenge is greater than anticipated, requiring strategic efforts. Overcoming these hurdles will demand collaboration between government, industry, and international partners to create a resilient and self-sufficient manufacturing sector. Washington's response to industrial decline includes tariffs and subsidies. Trump's tariffs aim to make imports expensive, encouraging domestic production. Biden maintained tariffs but added subsidies, focusing on green technologies. The Inflation Reduction Act allocated billions for domestic production. The CHIPS Act funneled funds into rebuilding the semiconductor industry. The strategy marked a shift towards active industrial policy. The goal is to secure supply chains and compete with China. Despite different tactics, the aim is to bring manufacturing jobs back. The challenge is balancing protectionism with fostering innovation. Despite efforts, the great American reindustrialization isn't happening. Manufacturing indicators show a sector struggling, not reviving. The ISM PMI indicates contraction, not expansion. Factories face fewer orders and a challenging environment. Employment figures reveal a contraction, not growth. Job losses contradict the narrative of a manufacturing comeback. High-profile factory announcements don't offset broader industry weakness. The data suggests traditional sectors struggle with higher costs and weaker demand. The political effort hasn't moved the needle on American industry. The reality is a sector still searching for its footing. Investment figures suggest hope, but reality is complex. The boom is concentrated in AI, not traditional manufacturing. Data centers power AI, not factories with assembly lines. AI investment creates temporary jobs, not long-term manufacturing roles. The tech industry's focus on AI crowds out traditional sectors. Capital flows to AI, raising borrowing costs for other industries. Traditional factories struggle to secure loans for growth. The AI boom mirrors past bubbles, crowding out broader investment. The illusion of an investment boom masks underlying industrial weakness. The focus must shift to supporting diverse manufacturing sectors. Tariffs aim to reduce the trade deficit, but it remains high. The strategy hasn't achieved its core objective. Temporary import surges distorted data, masking the deficit's persistence. Trade deals inadvertently strengthened the dollar, widening the deficit. A strong dollar makes exports expensive and imports cheap. The contradiction in policy approaches undermines tariff effectiveness. The laws of economics prove resilient against political strategy. The trade deficit remains a challenge for reindustrialization efforts. A holistic approach is needed to address underlying economic forces. The focus must be on sustainable trade solutions. Structural headwinds challenge reindustrialization efforts. Tariffs raise costs for domestic manufacturers, hurting competitiveness. The AI boom diverts talent and resources from traditional industries. Immigration policies restrict access to skilled labor needed for factories. These factors create a powerful current against reindustrialization. Each challenge alone is significant. Together, they're formidable. A holistic policy approach is needed to overcome these barriers. The focus must be on creating a supportive environment for all industries. Addressing these issues requires more than tariffs or subsidies. The goal is a sustainable industrial base that adapts to future needs. Policymakers must tackle these structural problems head-on. Reindustrialization efforts face contradictions and historical challenges. Immigration issues highlight the clash between policy goals. The decline of manufacturing is a century-long trend. Reversing this shift requires more than building factories. The nostalgia for past manufacturing ignores global changes. The focus should be on high-tech, high-value industries. Recent data shows even this is challenging. Reindustrialization is complex and costly, with policies failing to turn the tide. The path forward lies in adapting to future economic realities. The goal is a competitive, innovative industrial base.